been a minute since we did a deck brewing stream, and I've been wanting to do it. I just haven't been super inspired by a lot of things. And actually, I almost wasn't super inspired for tonight, but some people gave me some ideas on some things of like, hey, you like these kind of cards and decks and stuff, and here it is. So I'm going to try. We're going to do something a little bit differently with these streams starting this year. I'm trying to get better about my sleep schedule. So there's a time limit. We only get at most 90 minutes. As a matter of fact, I'm going to set a little thing on my phone saying 90 minutes. If we go over 90 minutes, we do not get to keep going. But that way I can go to bed and get up for work. Ta-da! Alright, cool. But we are going to look at Izoni, center of the web. I almost stuttered there because I didn't think Izoni was how you say it. So, with original Izoni, I really liked her aesthetic and everything, but she wasn't great as far as gameplay wise, like as far as her abilities, and I'm hoping that this one is a little bit better. I think she is, because I feel like this strategy is a little bit easier to accomplish than our last one. But Izoni, center of the web, 4 black and a green for an elf detective that has 5/4 power and toughness and has menace. Whenever she enters the battlefield or attacks, you may collect evidence 4. If you do, create 2/1 black and green spider creature tokens with menace and reach. If you sacrifice 4 tokens, you can surveil 2, draw 2, gain 2. I thought that said lose 2. That changes things. So automatically, we want to make tokens. It could be clue tokens, it could be anything, right? Obviously, she's making the spider tokens. Collecting evidence is new to me. I haven't done anything with collect evidence, but you're basically exiling things out of your graveyard with the total mana value 4 in this instance, whatever the number is. So there are certain things that we need to be aware of. So we basically need to put stuff into our graveyard, so either discard, mill, or something like that. We need to be able to have enough mana value for our things. So we don't want like super big spells, right? If you have an 8 cost and have to collect evidence 4 with an 8 cost, that doesn't help you because you're losing half that cost. So we don't want a lot of like 8-drop spells and stuff like that. And then we want to care about tokens. The spiders having reach, I think, is really cool too. Reach is one of those sneaky mechanics that I think is super underrated, I guess. I've already been given a couple of cards for this. Let's see if they're up here, actually. Nadir's Nightblade, that doesn't surprise me because that's tokens leaving the battlefield. Old Rutstein is a card that I have not really worked with too much, but I would like to. Pitiless Plunder makes perfect sense because you make tokens as creatures die. Your creatures die to her ability, you then get tokens, and it kind of just loops. And you actually kind of gain mana that way. Mirkwood Bats also makes sense. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, whenever an opponent casts an instant or sorcery, getting, again, the Reacher Spiders. These are not black though. Not that it super matters, but it's just something to remember. Your tokens giving you mana. Okay, cool. So I have not seen the colorless card that I was given, which I thought was a really cool idea. So I wonder if the people in my Discord are just super smart or what. Okay, cool. Didn't see it. Hold on. Gotta find it in the Discord because I don't remember what it was off the top of my head. Eternal Scourge. That's what it was. Alright, so Eternal Scourge. Interesting card because it is a 3 mana value and you may cast it from exile, and then when it becomes the target of a spell, it basically like it's kind of like an illusion where it gets exiled, but you can bring it back. So as you exile it as 3 of your 4 for collect evidence, you can then recast it just for 3, sack it to something or whatever, and it's basically going to take up 3/4 of our collect evidence. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, this is the original Izoni. When she enters battlefield, create tokens equal to each creature card in your graveyard. She ultimately wasn't like a terrible card or anything, but it hurt that she cost so much and that so much of it was colored mana to just get a 2/3 and kind of a value engine. It takes just too much to get the value out of her. I'm hoping with this one being that it's working just with tokens, and then the collect evidence is meh. I don't think it's bad. Add 1 mana of any color whenever one or more creature cards leave your graveyard. Okay. Okay. That's cool. Creature cards leave your battlefield, create a... Ooh, Chalk Outline's really good. Whenever one or more creature cards leave your graveyard, create a 2/2 token and then investigate, which gives you a clue token. That's really good, actually. I like that. I likes it. So, but we should worry more about the ramp and stuff first. I think Insidious Roots can be ramp. You kind of have to have... You have to set up the tokens first, but she makes tokens, so I think I think it's fine to call that ramp. So call that. So I have been kind of... I moved over to Moxfield, and I've started doing these kind of like tags as my way of getting through stuff, of like seeing what's where. Pitiless Plunder, definitely. I also like that Plunder, if it gets to this point, is a 4-cost thing. Ooh, that art is so... What are you doing, Furball? Being a butt... Meow. Yes, I love you. I love you. I love you. Why are you so far away? I can't pet you from over there. Yes, you rubbed your face on me. I know. I will get him up here at some point, I am sure. I also like this, again, as a way of making another token. I like Tormod in general. If you're ever going to be putting things not just into your graveyard, but then back out, whether it's back to the graveyard or exile, I think Tormod is really good. And because you do have to exile stuff, I think you just have to maximize on the value for the exile, so I think that's going to be a big deal. Tireless. Okay, cool. Oh, I hear a bonk. Dirt Tribe Elder, I could see that. Again, like, these little spells that kind of add up to being something big, I think are really good. So, I'm actually, this is going to sound weird, but I'm a little leery on, like, Cultivate and Kadama's Reach because they're 3-cost ones. I like more the, like, 2-cost ones, or even the 4-cost ones, because you get your value out of them, and then you can exile them for her ability. Because she doesn't, it's just... Exile, collect evidence doesn't matter what it is. It could be instant sorcery, whatever. So I'm actually gonna shy away from like Cultivate and Kadama's Reach, and I might put like like what was it? Explosive Vegetation stuff, like 4/1. So the ramp will be a little funky, where like you'll hit either 2-cost ramp or 4-cost ramp. So I think it'll be okay though. I do like Sakura as a body. Doesn't give you... You can't sacrifice it for the drawing ability, or the surveil/draw ability, because it has to be tokens. So we'll call that ramp. Although there's a little bit of life gain. That's something else to consider too, is that there is some life gain in here. So we might be able to play with that a little bit. I don't think we're going to hardcore focus on that, but... And then rampage. Oh, it would help if I clicked on the tags and added it, wouldn't it? Alright. So as we go down, like I said, I'm just gonna put Skull Prophet's gonna be really good. I had another card in mind that was similar to this, I think, that I want to try to find at some point. Oh, where did my... Belladros. I love a good Belladros. Academy of Manufacturer is probably going to go in there just for the extra tokens. Because again, even if you don't care about the clue or the food tokens, getting multiples of tokens that you can then sacrifice for her ability is going to be really, really good. Savra's definitely going to go in there because this makes Izoni makes black and green spiders. So not only that, but the activated ability gains you life. So you're going to have life to play with even if you just have to do the black part to kind of like limit what other people can do. If, maybe Dredge. I don't play a lot of Dredge cards because I wasn't super active in Magic when Dredge was a thing or when it became a big thing. So I kind of don't always think of it, and so I would like to put some of the Dredge cards in. If I do eventually like try to make this deck or whatever, I want to try to mess with that some more. Like in general with decks, I want to try to mess with that some more. Alright, I like the Skull Prophet. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Skull. And I just noticed that the like Mystic Elf and everything, those are your 1 costs that would go really well with your 3-drop spells. But I don't know that I want to like rely on that. Gallagher. Oh, I'm stupid. I was thinking that this is when it enters the battlefield and that's it, but it's whenever another creature enters the battlefield. So that's a lot better. I would even say you could call that ramp because you just get a tap treasure token, and then Izoni doesn't care about the tokens being tapped or not. So I think that one's a good one. The boop. We're gonna call it ramp, even though it's kind of like half ramp because of the tap token. As you can see, I am very concerned about our ramp package first. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see about adding these like 1-drop ones, and maybe that'll off balance the Ooh, I like that too. I like that too. Ooh, what is this? Clue card. Swarms hunger. Other insects you control at menace. She makes spiders. Whenever one or more creatures leave her, you may then put a number of counters on it equal to the greatest mana value among those cards. Do this only once each turn. That's cool. I don't know if I'm gonna put it in the deck, but it is a cool card. Citrus Splier, go to for anything that is anything that wants cards in the graveyard. Incubate 2 twice. To incubate 2, create a incubator with 2 when 1 counters on it, and 2 transforms artifact, transforms to 0/0. Transforms all incubated at the beginning of combat on your turn, choose one. Okay. I like Glyssa for this deck a lot actually, because you don't even have to care about the tokens doing anything. They don't have to be creatures. I like that. And again, I'm scrolling by a lot because we are just looking at the mana for the moment, or the ramp for the moment. I like Farseek is another one. 3 visits is another one. I like things that are gonna make. You may collect evidence 8. Search your library for basic. If evidence was collected, instead search for a creature or land. Reveal that card, put in your hand, and shuffle. Search your library for a basic land card. Okay, so it if you collect 8, it is a better tutor, right? I like this card. This was played in one game nights where I think it like won somebody a game. It was really cool. Create a plant token, then draw a card equal to the number of differently named creature tokens you could draw. Ah, okay. Worm Harvest is going to be so good for this. Oh my goodness. Yeah, see, Migration Path, it's an 8-drop. It's also a cycling one. I like that too. So let's put in these Farseek, 3 visits, and Migration Path. Yeah, what just happened? Okay. Oh god. That's such a cool art. I love that. I've never seen that art. Farseek! Migration. 3 visits. That'll put us at 11. Probably want to do... Well, that's also without any mana rocks. I guess is also a big thing. So that's just... Another thing about this is that a lot of this is fetching things out of your deck. So that's pretty cool. Alright, let's do some other things. So Rang. Arcane Signet. I like Mindstone for this because it is a 2-drop that you can sack for a draw, and then you can eventually exile it. What is the talent? You know what? We're not going to go super crazy on the artifacts for this. We're actually, I think that's going to be it. Because that's a lot of ramp, and I think we don't need a lot of artifact ramp in a deck that is ramping so many lands out of your deck. Because that's a decent amount of lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I guess not. 6. That's 6 lands out. Maybe it's not as many as I thought. But we might put in other things that do the thing. You know what I'm saying? The thing that does the thing. You know what I'm talking about. Right? You know what I'm talking about. Alright, so things that draw cards. I really like the idea of like Harrow and crop rotation too. But we'll see. Village Rights, I think a lot of these kind of effects, Deadly Dispute, Fanatical Offering's another good one. Map tokens. Anything that makes tokens I think is going to be really good. Is that like up here? Or is... Yeah, okay. Deadly Dispute, you draw it, you make a treasure token. It's a 2-drop. But I think a lot of those effects... Deadly Dispute. Alright, cool. Hold on, let's go up here again. I just want to see. Also, anything that makes clue tokens, we can kind of count as mill a card if a land card, create a treasure token if a creature card, create a token, and otherwise make a blood token. Oh, this is gonna definitely go in there. That's really good. New fancy assassin's trophy. Okay, I just wanted to see if there was anything up here that I was gonna not miss out on, but not see because it was all the way up there. So one thing I like is that you can do this. So you can search and you can do similar cards. So Village Rights, Costly Plunder. And these are all instant speed. Altars Reap. Bone Splinters. That's for removal. Sacrifice a card to draw a card. Okay. But there's a few, right? So Costly Plunder. Altars Reap and Village Rights. Altars Reap. There's got to be a way to like mass change these tags. And I just don't know it because I'm a doof. Also remember that our commander has card advantage on her. So that kind of also changes a little bit of the math. If I do this, do I get some different ones? Bankrupt. As an additional cost, blah blah blah. That's fine. I like bank. I love this art. Oh, this was Seth McKinnon. Well, damn. Bankrupt and blood. Card advantage. Okay. Alright. No, that's cool. We got some of the cards that I wanted. Let's go back to Izoni's page. Actually, I haven't gone all the way down for enchantments yet. Let's look at some of these, because, like, there you go. Whenever a creature you control dies, you gain a life, you draw a card. A lot of the tokens that we are going to be sacrificing are going to be creatures, I think. I hope. Yeah, Agent of Thrones is going to be good. It's going to have kind of an aristocratic feel to it, I think, in the end. Return target land card from the graveyard to the battlefield tapped. If there are 20 or more cards in your graveyard, you may play the exiled card without paying its mana cost. Interesting. Deadbridge Chant actually does a lot. So, a lot of the time, Deadbridge Chant in general sees the argument that it doesn't do enough. It's a 6 mana enchantment that essentially puts 10 cards in your graveyard and then gets removed. I think that's fine for this one because we don't care what goes into our graveyard. We're just putting things in the graveyard. So, but is it worth 6 mana to do that? That I don't know. So 6 mana, you put a bunch of stuff in the graveyard. It'll give you, I think, enough for collecting evidence a lot, right? You have to, on her, go all the way up. So on her ETB, you also have to do the collect evidence. Okay. So you would almost want Deadbridge Chant before Izoni so that you have collect evidence. So it's a good setup card, I think. And if you're lucky with your milling, I think we could. This also has nothing to do with card advantage. Oh, god damn it. Can I change that tag? No. Okay, cool. I didn't know if that was gonna work. Again, nothing to do with card advantage, but also shut up. You know, it's that easy. So Death Reap Ritual, and there was another one that I saw that I 4 cost, and what was the other one? which is a 5 cost. So, whatever. Moldervine, Reclamation. I think these are both good. And I forget what the other one was already. Death Reap. Okay. We could probably go a little bit lighter on the removal. So, I haven't been having a lot of planeswalkers in my decks, I've been noticing. Actually, Golgari Queen does a lot of work in this. So does Tevijdat, because of getting the 2 tokens as your +1. And it is a big card advantage one. Nebraska is a 4-drop. Lily's a 6-drop. And I do kind of want to play closer to the 4-drop one. Because at that point, right, like at 6, you're wasting half of what you need to collect evidence the second time. And that just feels kind of like rough. I know it shouldn't feel that way, but it does. I think I'll go Vraska, Golgari Queen. Golgari Queen. I'm not trying to make this deck like budget, but $45 for a quarter of it ain't bad to start. Okay, really nothing super crazy here. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, Idol of Oblivion, definitely. Hell yeah. I'm gonna put that card advantage in there. About 3 more and I think I'll be good. I keep wanting to use this Vat of Rebirth, and I've struggled to do so. You know what I'm saying? They're 1/2s or 2/1s? They're 2/1s. Ooh, that's a Skull Clamp deck. We be skulling and we be clamping. Clamping on those skulls, one might even say. Yeah, and like I said, 2 more and I'll probably consider it good. We could also just have creatures that draw cards when they enter or leave the battlefield. That is also very much a thing. Belladros. This will be the only time Belladros, for me, because I run Belladros in Henzi, my Jund dragon deck. This would be like the only deck where it's like, I literally just wanted to sit there to make pests. So that I can do the ability. Is it only at instant or sorcery speed? No, you can do it at instant speed. That's cool. That's actually really good. Other spiders have Death Touch and Ward 2. Whenever damage is dealt this turn by a spider you control dies, create a copy of that creature, except it's a food artifact with. Oh, okay. That's probably gonna go in there. Let's see. We want to draw the cards. Yeah, not really a lot of big drawing stuff. And again, I understand that it's probably because she says draw a card. Oh, Lethal Scheme's so good for this deck. I mean, it's good in general. Did I put Fanatical Offering? I don't think I did. Probably because it didn't make tokens. But the map token's good to do. Oh, card advantage. I was like, where am I putting this? So one more. Let me reread the... Yeah. Sack an artifact or a creature. Yeah. As an additional... Oh, yeah. You may sacrifice one or more creatures. When you do, copy the spell for each creature. That's gonna be... Oh, God, yes. Oh, God. Oh, I wanna pull off a big Plumb the Forbidden. Could you imagine having like 15 tokens and you're just like, well, I'm gonna duplicate this 15 times and then have aristocrats on top of it? Oh, that'd be so good. Enter? Alright, there's the card I'm taking now. Yeah. I don't care about with Asada.
And track status and progress at a glance.
Oh, well, I can't get rid of that one. Sorry.
Faster. Try it for free at Izoni.
Interaction. We'll ignore it as best we can. Sorry. Hold on. We just saw a few. Discard a card or pay 3 life. That might be alright. So you discard a card that probably is a 2 cost, and you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I like Price of Fame because it is a 4 cost. That might only be a 2 cost when you're hitting somebody's commander. Just saying. There was another one that I just saw. It was up here. Cost 1 less if an opponent controls. No. Lethal Scheme. Hells yeah. And then what's the other one? Pile on. Hell yeah. I do need to make sure I have some non-creature things. Lethal Scheme and... Help me out here. Don't make me go back. Pylon. I keep wanting to say Pylon, and I'm not even like a StarCraft player. Pylon is just creature or planeswalker. Damn, we just be murdering these planeswalkers. What the heck? We'll do some classics. Just because we should. Because you gotta have some classics. I know these are 3 cost ones, and that's obnoxious, but can't be countered by spells. Destroy target. That's a maybe. Heroic Intervention. Collect evidence X, where X is the total mana value of the permanents this spell targets. That is actually pretty sexy. Cost 2 less if you gain life, and commander has life gain on it. I like that actually. Exile target artifacts. I like that. Terra Sunder? That's really cool. I didn't even know that was a thing. I like Mortality Sphere. Mortality. I think I said sphere instead of spear, but you know what I meant. You knew I meant it the whole time. Tear Asunder, do I want to put that in there? I could put it in there. Should I put it in there? I don't put a lot of... Oh, Dread Return's so good. Rise of the... Oh, there's Golgari things happening, and I love it. Culling Ritual. Oh, God, it's so good. It's so good. Destroy up to blah, blah, blah. I love everything that's happening right now. Toxic Deluge, definitely one of the board wipes I want. Because you pay life and you gain life with the commander. So things like that are very cool. What you want? Oh yeah. Kids were selling them at the thing. Oh, Sky Shop. I should take something out for Sky Shard Claim, shouldn't I? But what? Shh. If you don't tell anybody, I won't. If you don't tell anybody, I won't. We're almost at 40% of the way. I don't know what we're... Hold on. We're got 50 minutes left, so we're doing pretty good. And Damnation's classic. Blood Money is also another very sexy one. Ooh, Terror Tide. I like it. It's a 4-drop. How expensive? Oh, it's not that bad. Why is this not that expensive? What's wrong with it? Is it just because like it requires you to have permanence? Or 7, 9, 12, 13, 15. It was about half the deck so far as permanents, and that's before lands. Because like we're gonna wind up milling lands. Don't get that twisted at all. Wait, what? Wig in the Woods. That's silly. I love it. It's silly, but I love it. It's definitely a Living Death deck. I haven't quite gotten there, but it's also a Triumph of the Horde deck. Just saying. I do want a pair of boots. I think Lightning Greaves is fine because I haven't seen too much of something that we will put on her, on Izoni. I tend to steer away from that when I think I am going to be doing that. I do want Desecrated Tomb in there. Let's just do that. Lightning brews. Just put that in there before I forget. God, they're $7. What the hell? What is wrong with all of this? I just want one more interactive card. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. It should probably be something that deals with an artifact. I mean, enchantment, because I only have a couple of those. Okay, grip. Create X. X is the sacrifice creature's power. Okay. Better try. No, that's not what I just said. Desperate, also not what I just said. Is Golgari Charm too cute? Might be too cute. You may sacrifice an artifact, enchantment, or token as you cast a spell. If the spell was bargained, look at the top 4 cards of your library. Then put 2 of them back on top in any order and the rest into your graveyard. You draw 2, you lose 2. Oh, that's a cool spell. I like that. Oh, you know what I wanted the culling ritual. It's not necessarily like, it's not removal in the way that I was looking for, but it's fine. Because it might make for some big old turns. Alright. That's cool. So, let's see. Mirkwood? Or is it Mirkwood? We're just gonna call it that. There's only gonna be a few of these. Because well, no, that's not true. It's not that there's only going to be a few of those. I'm looking specifically for the ones that deal with leaving the battlefield or stuff like this. Whenever another creature dies, each one loses one. It's also a good reach Death Toucher as well. That's why it gets a pass. Oh god, this and the other one, the Merfolk, are going to be really good because, like I said, we are going to mill lands. What the hell is it called? World Shaper. And World Shaper's a 4-drop. Nice. Shaper. I don't think I need to tag those. They're kind of rampish spells, but I don't think they need to be specifically. Aftermath Analysis. There's actually almost too many really good cards for this deck because I'm constantly like, that'll go really good, that'll go really good, that'll go really good, but it's kind of like all over the place stuff. It's just like graveyard stuff happens and you're like, yeah, do that. Do more of that. I love a good Nyx Weaver. And it's a spider. That can go into self-mill. What am I looking for right now? Hold on. I think I was looking for more aristocratic things. Which if there's none, that's fine. But how much is the Golgari Grave Troll? Is it 6? It's 5. That's fine. That was kind of on the border of our... I don't want to quite be up. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it as far as like the aristocratic things. I know that's only 4, but if we hit the right ones, you know, I think some of it'll be like timing, right? Like you gotta kind of have the right timing. So I like Belladros, Shelob, which these are big costed spells, but these are like super impactful. Belladros, Tendershoot Dryad, Shelob as token makers. Yeah, and Tendershoot. Because they're consistent token makers too, like not they're every upkeep style. Token pumpers. We're gonna call them token pumpers. I don't think there are too many other like yeah, Verdant Force, which I'm not like crazy about. Yeah, you don't have too many things that are like, yeah, make at the beginning of each upkeep do this thing. You can put it on. Yeah, that's fine. It doesn't have to be, it might be crazy to have too many. Hello, yes? There we go. Alright, so I think, alright, what are we looking at as far as cards? 51, so we have 11 more spots, right? I think we just fill it up with all of the, like, when this leaves the battlefield, do a thing. Or not leaves the battlefield, leaves your graveyard, do a thing. Or like Rutsine, like mill a card, do a thing. Mill a card, do a thing. Getting an additional food, I think, is really good. I think that's also why people are doing Chatterfang. Because it's just, you just get an extra token. Oh, that many squirrels. Oh, Chatterfang's nuts. So, if you make 2 of these, you'll make 2 squirrels. How many creature cards do we have? Not that many. So we have to be careful with that because this is whenever a creature card. This is milling. It depends on what it is. Whenever one or more cards leave. So I actually think Tormod's going to be better than Chalk Outline. Looking at the way we're building the deck so far, Chatterfang's fine. Rutsine is also fine because it's a self mill. It's a slow self mill, but it also token. It any way you see it, it's gonna be a token. I wouldn't call it I'll call it a self mill. I won't call it a token pumper because it's not doing that quite as much. Tormod, the Desecrator. I love Tormod the Desecrator, by the way. We'll call it that. It's not exactly like, that's not exactly what it is. Shatterfang. Also, I think a token pumper. I think that one's fair, more fair. Peregrine Took. I'm debating Peregrine Took really badly. Just because that additional token, right? Like that's good. The Myco Tyrant. I love the Myco Tyrant. Just sitting there as an engine piece to pump out tokens at the beginning of your end step, whatever you've milled, right? Like it doesn't matter. And Descended is just permanent cards going to the graveyard. I think that's fine, actually. And we've already established that Izoni does not need to work at sorcery speed. So that's really, really good. It's really good. And now we're just kind of looking at stuff. How many more cards do we have? 7. We have 7 spots. We did Belladros. Academy Manufacturer because of... Oh, wait. Gold... Yeah! Because I did want... We're going to call this Self-Mill. I wanted to put a few dredge cards in here. There's another one that I think is just Golgari Thug. Yeah, okay. Thug. We'll call those. Yeah. Yeah. Compy Swarm. Oh god, this is so good if it sticks around. We're gonna call that token pumpers because eventually, like, again, if it doesn't get removed fast enough, you're gonna like overrun people. So I'm not putting Legion. It doesn't do it every upkeep is one thing against it, but also the black and green seems really good, but then you realize like Skull Clamp's probably one of like my more consistent ways of getting card draw, and that any kind of bonus like that kind of shuts it off a little bit. So ooh, Stinkweed. That's another one. Stinky. Three more. I have one planeswalker. Okay, cool. Desecrated Tomb. Wait, no. Leave your graveyard. I know I've been putting more creatures. It's up to 25. I think it's iffy. If you haven't cast a spell this turn, you may cast a spell. If you do, you can't cast additional. I think Conduit of Worlds is really good. Because you can get your lands back. And it's a bit of recursion for anything, right? Non-land permanent in your graveyard. Okay. Kill. Altar of Dementia is really good in this deck. I can't see a reason not to run Altar of Dementia. And then I haven't done any token doublers yet. Is Parallel Lives just the one? Because I think that's our last card, right? Yeah. I think it would. Ah! It would help. We're gonna leave it untagged. It's essentially a token amplifier, right? But Compy Swarm and Parallel Lives like for 2 turns. Just 2 turns. Just let me do it. Just for 2 turns. Alright. Let's look at it, whatever utility lines. Becomes a whenever attacks, create a food token and a glove log. Ooh. I don't hate it. Ooh, the Shia. I like those. Filter cards from your graveyard to your hand. Okay. I love the idea of doing Urborg and Yavimaya, by the way. Create a 2/2 bear, then mill 3 cards. Doing everything you want it to do. But we're not doing the other half. So that's kind of weird. The Titania. I am having a hard time saying why you wouldn't want to do any of those. Not a Rogue's Passage deck, I don't think. I don't see you trying to hit with your commander consistently. Dredge Land, I like it. Creating a food token. I don't want to have too many. Like, I wouldn't do Backwoods. I think that's just too costly. Cabal Coffers and Urborg, yeah. Gyre Reach, I don't think you're in a situation where you need to worry about the discard as much, and the fact that it gives everybody a card, like, it would be okay if you were doing like hand disruption-y stuff, but we're not, so I don't think it's gonna be super necessary. Alright, let's do some basic stuff. Command Tower, Urborg Tome, Balkoff, Yavimaya. Right, that's the one. Yeah. Overgrown. Verdant. Jesus. Yeah, Undergrowth Stadium. Bojukabog. Love good strip mine. Or some of the ones that I was like, yeah, obviously. Field of Dead, obviously. Damn, we're already down to 28, so that would be 14 and 14. I like the Shire. Just to get tokens. I got some iffy on now. It's good. Yeah, I guess at the end of the day, yeah. Never mind. What am I saying? Have I gone crazy? I don't think Reliquary Tower is needed. Mill 3 cards, returning creature or planeswalker from your graveyard to your hand. We do have a decent amount of legendary creatures. Sure. Mainly because I don't think I've ever played with a Takanuma. I think. 25 left. Oh. It's not darks, just dark. Puts us at 22, so that's 11 of each. That still seems a little bit too much. Nope, 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 nope. Utility lands. You know what? Restless Cottage. It's also Grave Hate. Dockmore Salvage as another Dackmore. We'll do Boseiju. It's another removal. Down to 19. That's probably actually good, to be honest with you. We could do Glade. Alright, and then we'll do 6 and 6. No, 9 and 9. 18, right? Swamp. Fortist. Hell yeah. So 2, 13, 22, 31, 35, 38, 37 permanents? That's not counting lands, I assume. Wow, that's a pretty nice split. It's a very low costing deck. Turn 1. How sad is that? Turn 2, all this mana, and you would have nothing to do with it because... Alright. It would enter tapped. Thank you. Okay. So now you've got 5 mana. So... Boop. She comes in at 4. I would immediately +2, right? Add a loyalty counter. Add a loyalty counter. Sacrifices that. Now I can gain a life and draw a card, but because I sacrificed the thing first, I can return this to my hand and dredge 2. Move to hand. How do I do? Okay. Draw, and we'll just put them in the graveyard. Oh! And then I wouldn't have done a land for turn, because I did this last turn, so I'll put this and enters tapped. Ta-da! Next turn. Okay. I mean, if she survives... set it to 8. I will float black mana before doing this to graveyard. Then it goes to hand. Draw. Oh. And land for turn. Or actually, let's do land for turn. So I have a floating black. T. Boop. Alright, what's in my graveyard? So, move to exile, move to exile. I need 2 2/1s. Spooder. Ta-da! Alright. Next turn. Sure, we'll play it on this side. Tap. No, not that. Yes. Sacrifice. Move to graveyard. I'll draw 2. Draw. Ooh. So I have a floating 1 because of this. 2. Boop. And then my graveyard. I want to say I have 2 lands. So I don't have 3. Unfortunately. But I have this. And you die. And then I'll draw 2. Okay. Okay. Also, I haven't done anything with this. I might destroy something at that point, because I'm getting to... Have I played a land? I played this at the start of the turn? What turn is it? Turn 6. Yeah. I missed a land drop at one point. Well, I'm gonna have to discard, because I have 8 cards in my hand, so I'll discard that. Then, next turn, I will instead pick that up. Put that. I'll draw another one and then put... Oh, my Greaves. Land for turn. I mean, I now have far-seek and costly plunder, so we can attack. You do far-seek. And then we'll spooder. We have the spooders. Okay. Oh no, we're gonna double block your commander. Tap, 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 tap. Lethal scheme. Destroy it. Draw a card, then discard a card. If you discarded a non-land card, put a 1/1 counter on it. So this is gonna go. So I'm gonna draw a card. I'm gonna discard this card. Then I'm gonna draw a card, but really get this back. Dredge. 2. Right? Then I'm gonna. So that was the second one. Draw a card. Discard a card. And connive, and then I'm gonna dredge 2. Right. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, nope, that was an extra one. That was an extra one. Gonna play this. Then I'm gonna uptick this to sacrifice this. And then all these things are going to go to the battlefield. What just happened? You all. They go to the battlefield. Tapped. Okay. This is fine. Then next turn. Land for turn. What is it? Turn 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is 10. But oh, I don't have that many swamps, never mind. So I'll attack. Do that. I will spooder. Oh, I should have discarded this at some point. Jesus. What was wrong with me? Then I'm gonna black other. Plumb the Forbidden. I'm going to sack. Oh, I was supposed to mill too. Graveyard. And draw 5 and lose 5. Oh, that felt as good as I thought it was going to. Hold on, I want to do it again. Because one, I didn't do cards right. All right, I'll keep it. It's terrible, but I'll keep it. Draw for turn. Boop. Next turn. Alright. I need it. Flip card. Boop. I don't have anything for 2. That's fine though. Next turn. Oh shit, here we go. Stinkweed him. Boom, baby. Block it, I dare you. Next turn. Interesting. Wait. Why are you doing that? Jesus Christ. Land for turn. Make token. Treasure. Hells yeah. Next turn. That's crazy, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One mana, 2 mana, 3 mana, 4 mana, 5 mana. Da boop. Land for turn. Get a treasure token, because I don't know any better. Okay. Next turn. Tap, tap, tap. Battlefield. Bam. A permanent card. Okay, specifically a permanent card. I have not put a land down, right? Yeah, because I'm doing that. We're just gonna make another treasure token. Hell yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Graveyard. Mirkwood bats. Everything's fine. Okay. Create a blah. Boop. We're actually gonna do that. Tap, 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 tap. We're gonna tap. We're gonna make a bear. Need a bear. Bear token. I have created a token. Everybody lose one. I will mill 3. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Okay. Oh, that hurt. That conduit, that one hurt a little bit. Okay. That's all I do. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I get a Zombo. Boop. Is it tapped? No. Fantastic. Doing all the things. Everybody else take damage. Next turn. Fantastic. We play another. I don't have a forest. I need another Zombo. I need another treasure. Everybody take 2 damages. Okay, cool. Well, this will be graveyard, graveyard. Tap, tap, tap. No, not tap that one. Tap, tap. Commander. View it. Migration path exiled. Did I play that Tormod? I didn't, because I'm really bad at Magic. Alright, hold on. Hold on. You didn't see anything. It was there the whole time. This is a 2/2. So I'm gonna make another zombie. Boom, everybody take a damage. I'm gonna make my spooders. Spooder. Everybody take 2 damage. Hell yeah. It's turn 8. Jesus Christ. Have I gone to combat? We're gonna assume I haven't. I'm gonna attack with those. Never mind. 2 of these can attack because they just came out. That's fine. Let's just assume they don't block. These. Graveyard. First of all, everybody take 4 damage. Also, I'm gonna surveil 2, then draw 2, and gain 2 life. I'm gonna look at that. I'm gonna put that in the graveyard. I'm gonna look at that. I'm gonna keep that in my hand and then draw another card. Bam! Fantastic. I don't remember if I played a land this turn. I'm not gonna though. Whenever a creature dies, I gain a life and draw a card. 4 creatures died. Boom, 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 boom. So many things. So many things. 4 creatures died, everybody lose life and stuff. What else am I doing? I think that's it. Go to my end step. I don't think any... Was that this turn? Let's just assume it wasn't this turn. That way I don't have to make separate links. Bam! Oh, I should have... Oh no, this is that. Boop. Token. Everybody take damage. Did anything happen from that? No, right? Oh, Zombo. Zombini. However, bam. Gonna graveyard. Graveyard. Draw 2. Creature died. I forget what the fuck happens. I gain a life and I draw an extra card. There we go. Everybody also loses 1. Fantastic. I got more mana. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. I need ways to get more tokens this turn. You all. Okay, I do have. Go to combat. Tap. No, not that. Can I move this? Alright, well. Exile it. Exile it. Things left my graveyard. Make a Zombo. It does it all at once, I'm pretty sure. Everybody take a damage. Oh, and then I'm making spooters. Everybody take 2 damages. Oh god, there's so many spooters. Oh god, why aren't they lining up? Oh god, why is everything awful? Cool. You know what I'm gonna do? That's not what I wanted to do. What was that? That was my plunder, dude. No. These guys. Why are you doing that? Okay. Creatures died. Token. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hell yeah. Now we're getting a little crazy here. Everybody take 4 damage from all of that happening. I also haven't gained my 2 and surveilled. That I would keep. That I would keep, so I would draw those 2 cards. Okay, cool. Also, 4 creatures died. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hell yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just doing things. Graveyard. Graveyard. Everybody take damage. Take all 5 of the damages. Bam. What am I doing with like my entire life right now? I don't know. I feel like that went relatively, or would have gone relatively well.